you know, if you have a big enough Lego collection, you have that set that's just been in your backlog for a very long time. And, you know, this set I had got so long ago. And I mean, like, before it released, I actually found this early on a shelf before its release date. Never did a video on it. Ended up not transitioning my Mario display over to the new place when we moved. And now that I'm rebuilding the Mario area, I said, huh, wow, it's finally time to build this. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the channel for another LEGO build. This bad boy is a now retired set, which is 71421, and it is a part of course, the Super Mario lineup. It is Dixie Kong's Jungle Jam. It originally retailed for 19 bucks. You know, I didn't look, but I can assume you can probably find it for just about that exact price. Comes with a couple minifigures, which are going to be Squawks and Dixie Kong. These are meant to be used with, of course, Mario, Luigi, or Peach, but it's just part of the overall bigger system. Obviously, this is part of the Donkey Kong expansion. It's a beat-up box. It's literally been in storage since I got it, and I remember dropping things on. It's not that I didn't want to build it, it just wasn't on the top of my priority list. But then I'm trying to catch up on some smaller builds while I work on some stuff and some end of the year projects, which is crazy to think about. But midway through October, I mean, you know, I'm starting to think of the 2026 projects already, which is insane, depressing, and exciting at the exact same time for how fast this year has gone. But I figured it's time to actually cross out some of these smaller sets. I have like 30 to 35 sets, I think, in the backlog right now between my birthday, vacation. You know, if I go to different Lego stores, I always like to pick up a couple smaller sets. So I have a ton to build. I have lighting kits ready to go. I have a new sponsorship type thing or affiliate program. It's something you guys will see pretty soon. I'll probably have to squeeze that maybe in right before this or right after this. We'll see how the scheduling goes, but you know, you may already know about that, so that'll be pretty cool when that actually happens. That's the thing about recording ahead of time. You know, I might have to bounce this around a little bit, but I'm excited to finally get rid of this set out of the backlog. I'm just trying desperately to clear out the backlog while I kind of do all of these projects. But again, the last Mario build that we did was Peach, so we at least have one interactive going on. I also just purchased the Mario Kart expansion pack with Mario attached to it as well, so we'll be doing that soon as well. I got some Star Wars, some Harry Potter, some Technic, more Animal Crossing. Still have to get the village ready to go. I got plenty to do and not infinite time to do. So thank you guys so much for joining me. I know a lot of my projects are just like build, build, build. Not a lot of custom stuff right now, but I promise you once I kind of get caught up on everything that there is some more custom stuff on the way, including a really big custom project that I'm super excited about, which is kind of why I'm working on that in the background right now. But thank you guys so much. Let's get started on the build, folks. Alright, everybody, so here's the final build. Overall, it is pretty cool, and I did almost forget my one complaint about these sets. You see this instruction manual? Yeah, it isn't one. So essentially, you actually have to go online and do these instructions. I know it's not the biggest end of the deal, but essentially it's just about using the app. So that is, in my opinion, the most unfortunate thing about these older Mario sets that really drove me crazy. You know, it's just, I wish you could just do the build itself and just have the little instructions with you. But yeah, again, it's a slight complaint, but definitely not something I was ever fond of when I was building a lot of these sets. Really satisfying. The gear mechanisms are very, very cool to send Squawks and Dixie Kong round and round. I really do like how that actually turned out. I unfortunately knocked her guitar off the back while I was building it, and it's behind about 35,000 wires for my whole computer setup. So she should have a guitar. I'm just not digging through it for all of it. But in terms of the small display for a small set, it is really nice. I definitely think they did a nice job between like a bass or a speaker over here with an extra guitar. We have the little microphone for Squawks over here, the two palm trees with a couple bananas, and of course the lanterns in the back. We do have the QR code right here as well if you're going to be using any of the interactive features with these guys. So very, very cool. In terms of the set, I do like it. Again, this is going to be a relatively smaller build and review, but I really did enjoy this one. It's different, it looks cool, and honestly, come on, That's pretty satisfying. But I am excited to keep adding to the Mario display as we go, similar to like the Animal Crossing Village. I want to do a bunch of sets, and then I want to start doing the customization. I haven't done custom stuff in a hot minute, so I'm definitely leaning towards wanting to do some of that. But that's going to do it for this one, guys. Thank you all so much. Again, if you're interested, this set is retired, but it shouldn't be too hard to find since it hasn't been retired for that long. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, share the video, the whole 9 yards. I have links to my Instagram, I almost said YouTube. My Instagram Get Bricked account, or just Bricked account. I always call it Get Bricked, but you know, it has been a thing for this channel for a while. TikTok, Instagram, Bricked, and Facebook. I'll have links to all that in the description below. If you guys are interested in picking up sets like this one or any of the light kits that you see in the background, I'll have links in the description below as well. Help support the channel, help save you guys some money, and I'll see y'all next time. Happy building, everybody.